Hello and welcome back to Bike Bible with me, John. So today we have got a little bit of a series starting out here. So I've got a project bike behind me, which is a 2015 State Biker Contender. It did start life as a fixed gear bike, however I've converted it into single speed. During the process of changing it into single speed, I did get a little bit giddy once all the single speed components were on there, and I had removed the paint on the bike, took it out for a test ride, got caught in torrential rain. So as you'll see in a short while, there's a lot of rust to remove off this frame set, but yeah, it's one of them sort of things. It's going to be a task in itself rather than removing paint and removing rust. But if you're going to be doing this for yourself, you're going to be pretty much following the same sort of steps as I am for removing the rust, but instead for removing the paint on your bike. The main intent behind this series is to get people to start recycling old bikes, either for the purpose of wanting a bike that you want to start riding again and start using, or maybe to pass on to a relative, or even just for the sake of turning a bike into a piece of art to have around the house, who knows. But I want to encourage people to learn some new skills, or just basically view something that they haven't maybe viewed before. So I'm not going to talk for too much longer now. This build, every time I do a video, it's going to be an hour long worth of footage, but before you think that you're going to get a numb bum and you start getting some popcorn and all the rest of it, there's no need. I'm going to fast forward in parts. I'm just going to talk in crucial areas while I'm doing all this. So it's going to be roughly around about 15 minutes long, this whole video. Okay, so I've got the camera in the position, and very quickly I'm just going to tell you, we need to start off by taking all the components off the bike, and then we can start working on the frame set and all the rest of it. So yeah, fast forward's probably going to start now. One more thing before the fast forward starts. The time now is I don't know if you can see that on the screen. It's basically 23 minutes past 7, so I want to finish this in 1 hour's time, and you'll see the rate of progress that I've made with this bike within the next hour from now. Gonna need gloves. See from there. There you go. Tool that I made out of an old fork steering tube, so well, an old headset extractor tool anyway. We're down now with the frame set. And just keeping tabs on the time, it is now 7:41, so I think it was 23 minutes past. It's almost been 20 minutes to dismantle the whole bike. Anyway, gonna crack on. Gonna take this back up towards the metal again. at the moment I'm using a 240 grit sandpaper. It's decent enough to get any either paint or surface rust off metals. However, it's not enough to actually put any like thick lines into the actual metal itself. So when you start painting, you're going to get a nice smooth finish when you're applying coats. You can also use a riot wool as well, and I'm going to show you another tool shortly as well for getting rid of some of the more thick parts, like as you can see here. So yeah, let's crack on. Sorry about that, folks. Ended up having a little bit of a cut on my finger, so the last thing I wanted to do is get infected. So yeah, adding 5 minutes onto this sort of thing, and yeah, let's crack on. I've got to pick up a delivery, so that's the time. That's the time right there. I'm going to be back, and then at the time on the, once I resume work on here. Right, so I'm back. That's the time now. Yeah, generally speaking, yeah, I had a few deliveries, so I don't want to chat too long. I want to get straight back onto this. The way I work it out, I've got another 25 minutes on this to go, so yeah, just continue sanding down, and then I'm going to show you some techniques to get it into these stubborn parts as well. So fast forward. Seconds, I'm going to just grab another tool. I'm going to buff down some of the top parts on this now. Okay, so this is the next vertical tool I'm going to use. That's going to go along the surface of here. I'm not, however, going to be pressing down heavily with this, because otherwise I'm going to start marking up the frame, and it's going to bring uneven surfaces to the paint. Afterwards, you'll see like little scratches and stuff through the actual paint if you're only applying thin coats. So folks, so next up what I'm going to do now is I want to just get some right spirit, apply it to a cloth, and just basically just wipe down the entire frame. I want to get rid of as much metal fibres and dirt and debris and grease and all the rest of it off the frame, so when I do eventually get around to painting the frame, there's nothing to react with that paint and nothing to stop it from bonding with the frame properly. So 2 seconds. I'm actually using a dirty cloth to clean the frame clean, but I think that's pretty much it. Okay, so the time now is, I don't know if you can see that, just about 6 minutes past 9. So without all the interruptions that I had, which, you know, I couldn't help, sorry folks, I have spent an hour on this bike. So just to recap very fast, I have taken the whole bike apart. I've started sanding down everything. I've given it a little bit of a clean with the right spirit and the rag, just to see if there's any sort of blemishes on there that need any further attention with the sandpaper. There is blemishes that have actually happened, so yeah, I'll have to do them in the next video now. I'm going to spend an hour each time on these videos as well, until the bike's complete. So how many videos that is, I don't know, but I'll try not to let it drag on for too long. Next video, going to be more sanding, sanding the bike down, making sure that it's nice and smooth. Main thing is, I'm not going to be getting rid of all the darkened parts on the actual metalwork. I just want to make sure that's a smooth surface, so when that paint goes on, I'm not going to have any risen parts, or any raised parts, sorry, coming through the paintwork. But yeah, I need to wrap this up anyway, because we're getting on for time now. I'd like to thank you very much for watching this video. If you do like what you see, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Also subscribe to us as well, and press the bell symbol next to subscribe as well. That'll give you alerts for when the next video goes up. Also, we're on other forms of social media as well. But yeah, go and check that out. And yeah, I feel like that's everything for this video anyway. Again, thank you very much for watching, and yeah, have a good one.